Floyd and he was me, he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit, as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just do shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just do boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family on this Good Friday. And we back to get boxing is just due. How we always do, man. We got a couple special guests pulling up on us today. Got my guy Jasai Kirkpatrick pulling up. We got my guy Nims pulling up, man. Some of Jersey's talent, man. We gonna get them boys. They just do as always, like we always do. Y'all already know. Smash the like button on the way in, sub to the channel, turn your notifications on, and let's build, man, as we always do. Just waiting for Josiah to click the link and pop up in here. Boys who cry, what it do? What's good with it, champ? How you feeling, man? Y'all hit the like button on the way coming in. Let me know you're in here. Say what's good. If you're a new subscriber, say what's good. Say what up. You know, don't be shy. What's good with y'all? We just waiting for Josiah to pull up on us, man. Like I said, man, we just gonna build with him. Got a couple young fighters getting their career started. One just made his pro debut. The other one is on his way. He got a pro debut coming up in June. So we're going to have some fun, man. We're going to talk about it, man. We're going to build with the young champs, and then we're going to talk about the latest and the greatest, man. WBC Grand Prix. I've been peeking at it. I ain't been, like, fully locked in because I ain't had a chance to just sit there and watch it. But I'm going to definitely go check more of it out because they got some fighters up there that I want to check out. You know, Troy Nash fought the other day, man. He did well. He did really good. Beat an undefeated fighter from Kazakhstan. Went out there and did his numbers. Lion was good with it, homie. So I'm going to check it out when I get a chance. Most likely tonight, once I get settled and I get done doing what I need to do. We're going to take a peek at the WBC Grand Prix. I think it's a good thing for boxing, man. It allows people to find a way to stay active, stay busy, get, you know, make money still, and just continue pushing their careers forward. You know, that's a big issue for a lot of these guys and a lot of these fighters, and boxing in general is getting these fights put together and, you know, not having these guys pull out on you. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot. Take a lot to make these fights happen. It do. It take a lot to make these fights happen. It's a bunch of undefeated prospects. Yeah, Troy Nash did his thing. I like Troy Nash, man. I want to get him on here one day too. Chop it up with him. I like young, smart, hungry, talented fighters with their head on straight. He about his business, man. I like it. Like what I'm saying from him. He look like he got a promising career coming up, man. Cornelius, my guy. What it do, player? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? I'm just waiting for bro to click this link. Hopefully it's letting him in here so we can get this going. How y'all feeling though, man? Good Friday, another Friday in the books, another good week of boxing builds in the books, man. We got an update with Shakur and the Zepeda fight, right? That fight is on now, right? That's what we needed, bro. That's what we needed, man. July 12th is looking like the date for the young champ, man. I'm ready to see it. I believe 35, Tony. Tony, what's good with it, bro? I believe he at 35. I believe he is at 35. Y'all hit the like button for your boy, though. We gonna build. I'm just waiting for him to click the link and get on up in here. How y'all feeling, though, man? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling on this Good Friday, man? Are y'all glad that they got the announcement of that Shakur and Zepeda fight, man? We needed that to get out the way, man. That's another good fight. It's a big fight for boxing, right? It's a meaningful fight. A real challenge. It's supposed to be a real test, a real challenge for Shakur. So we finally get to see it. BJ33, what it do, man? Yeah, I don't know why the link ain't working for him. Let me see something really quick. I don't get it. Kano Loco, what's good with it? Kano Loco TV, what's good with it, bro? Got these young hungry lions on the come up. Yeah, man. Yeah, Troy Nash is definitely one of them. I'm just waiting for him to click this link. He said it won't work. I hate StreamYard sometimes. I really do. I really do. How y'all feeling though, man? What's going on, man, in the world, man? You kind of know, man. We got a date on that Shakur and Zepeda fight, huh? Finally. You know what I mean? They could stop with all the games, all the back and forth. I wonder if all those people that made those Shakur Doug Zepeda videos, I wonder if they're gonna retract them statements. Wonder if they're gonna walk it back and tell the truth about what's really going on. You get me? Shakur about to style him. Yeah, answer. He got Zepeda winning that fight. I ain't mad at you, Tony. I ain't mad at you, my guy. I ain't mad. Zepeda is can be a dangerous guy, if not prepared for, if you're not ready for what he bringing. You get what I'm saying? He throw a lot of punches, bring a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? And he just go. You know what I mean? He got a hell of a gas tank. But, I'm a believer in skills paying the bills. I'm a believer in, talent and IQ and shit like that. And I feel like all of those things lean in Shakur's favor for me. You get what I'm saying? Zepeda might have, I don't know, a bit more punching power, but I just think it's so much more to the fight than that, especially when you fighting at the level Shakur operating at. You gotta really bring a hell of an IQ with you. You get what I'm saying? You're not gonna just have your way with him. You get me? So all that standing in front of you, letting you throw 100 punches around and shit like that, 80, 100 punches. He know better than that. Get me? And I hope this fight play out a lot how I feel like it can, because it's going to shut a lot of people up. A lot of people going to have to eat crow. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people going to have to eat crow. They going to have to eat some Crizzo, man. Master the sweet science. He absolutely is. And that's just what it is. Like, he going to display it at a high level, man. And Zepeda got his work cut out. Folks still not going to get your crowd this fight. Watch. Yeah, they getting cooked personally by me, kind of. If they try that shit, they start with that, we got to cook them, man. We got to cook them. We have to. You get what I'm saying? Hopefully, Jasai could click this link, man. StreamYard be pissing me off. Come on, let's get to it. Boom, boom. Yeah, man. After that, I feel like after that fight takes place, there's no way that you can take credit from him. There's no way you could say, you know, oh, well, you should have fought this one or that one. The only thing after Zepeda is Tank, for real. As far as a real, true, meaningful fight, those are the ones. You know what I mean? Zepeda, Mexican fighter, you know, he do well against Mexican fighters anyway. So it was fight winning split decision by 2 or 3 points. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Tony, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it, bro. Like I said, Zepeda is going to be in there fighting too, man. He ain't going to lay down. Never seen a fight where he has, you know, and I don't expect him to do it now. So we're going to see. We're going to see. Don't get hit, got great reflex, and sit in the pocket and still be defensive. I tell people that all the time, but they'll keep saying, oh, he be running. I'm like, if he be running, then you should know all the fights where I could go watch to prove to me that he runs. And people just can't. They say De Los Santos, and that's it. I'm just like, bro, I ain't trying to hear that. If a guy's a runner, you're going to be able to prove it in more than just one fight. Ain't going to be just one fight where you keep pointing to, like, yes, you see this fight right here. You're going to be able to point to a number. You should be able to close your eyes and pick a performance, and it should show us him running. You get what I'm saying? But we don't see that, and we never will, because he don't fight like that. All right, man. He suggested me getting arguments on Twitter with some hardcore delusional Stevenson fans saying that he's going to just watch him. Watch William completely, but he's not going to win any rounds at all. I mean, let me see, Chan. Let me drop the link right here. See if you could click this link right here. I don't think they're delusional, right? I wouldn't say he ain't gonna win no rounds at all, Tony, but I think the problem is just overall. They feel like overall, like the majority of the rounds that he's not gonna win. I don't know if he's gonna say if it's gonna be a straight 12 zip. He's more than capable of doing that kind of shit. Like, he's more than capable of doing it. But you know, respect to him. I'll say he can win some rounds, but the hell with winning some rounds. Is he gonna win the fight? And I just don't got him winning the fight. You know. It should be a good one. Should be a really good test. Like, none of these guys are easy, man. You shouldn't be able to just walk through anybody, but you know what I'm saying? So it should be interesting. Should be interesting. Shit, try clicking that link. Just see if that'll work. It should just click and take you straight to it. But we'll see, man. I mean, I feel like I said, that this fight, there should be no excuses on either side. There should be nothing, nobody complaining about. I don't want to hear it, especially he go out there and do what I think he gonna do. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear no complaining. I don't want to hear no whining. I don't want to hear nothing. You hear me? We gonna give him his just due. A win, lose, or draw. The loser get his just due too. Okay, we got the young champ in the building, and future world champion in the building. We got my guy Jasai Kirkpatrick in the building. What's good with it, bro?
What's going on?
Man, how you feeling?
I'm good, man. Everything good. This is crazy. I don't know what's going on with the StreamYard right now, but this is
let me find out, man. Look, y'all, we be talking all this ducking. Jasai was about to duck the interview, y'all, in real time, man. Oh, man, bro, we about to duck the interview. Nah, man, I appreciate you coming through. We was going to figure it out one way or the other, but
yeah,
I'm glad you got up here. Sometimes StreamYard be a little crazy. But again, I'm glad to have you in the building, man. You look like you feeling good, man. Some things that changed since the last time I talked to you, but
Yeah,
for
a lot has
people,
changed. I ain't gonna hold you.
right? For the people, that's not familiar with you, we're gonna kind of rewind the tape a bit, man, because we gonna, we want, let the people know about your amateur background and stuff as well, man, because you are now a professional. We gonna get to that in that pro debut that I was able to see some clips and stuff from. So I'm happy to see it, man. But I love speaking to fighters that's from the area, man. I see that you from Long Branch.
Yeah.
So you familiar with the area then, man. So I'm from Brunswick.
Oh,
You know what I'm
for
saying? So
real?
yeah. So I know you've kind of familiar with the area, man. But
Yeah.
tell us, man, what was that like growing up out there, and what led you to boxing?
Long Branch. Long Branch is I was about to say it's more of the I grew up in the old Long Branch, so it's like that
Mm-hmm.
was more of I could say more of the African American
Right.
side. Now Long Branch is, completely populated with Brazilians and a lot of Spaniards. So
Mm-hmm.
but I was about to say it was normal. It was hard. It was not hard, but it was a lot of rough stuff going on. Poverty. It's poverty.
Right.
Regular stuff that that you see, that you
Right.
go through.
Pretty.
Yeah.
You was an athletic kid coming up,
Yeah.
I assume.
I
And
did.
what other sports besides boxing?
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I tried every sport, but the
Mhm.
main sports that I stuck with was basketball and football. Basketball,
Right.
football, and boxing.
Right. Now, I always ask these questions, because it's the beginning of the journey, and I always have an interest in what leads each individual fighter to the sport of boxing. Because you see how you say you tried a number of different sports, basketball, football, etc. But why boxing? Because unlike those other sports that you can play, you can't play boxing. Why'd you stick
Oh.
with boxing versus any of these other sports?
Uh, because I've been doing it since a young age. I think this was this was actually like the first sport that I really even got into. So
Mm-hmm.
before basketball and football, it was boxing. My mom put me into boxing because I was just an aggressive little kid.
Mm-hmm.
So we just tried on boxing. Every sport that I tried, basketball, football, it was seasonal. And
Mm-hmm.
during the off season, as a kid, you just go do bullshit. So it's like,
Yeah.
I would just go. I'll just go do stuff that I wasn't supposed to be doing, get in trouble, and my mom just told me I had to stick with boxing or do something. And yeah, I
You
was like,
you
yeah,
was out there
it's
causing
best for
trouble,
me.
getting in trouble, man.
Yeah, it's
That's a
best
good way
for me.
to harness that energy, though, in the boxing. Okay, so at what point, because it's one thing to do something to stay out of trouble, but boxing is really the hurt business. It's a serious sport. At what point did you was like, did you look at it and say, this is what I'm doing? I'm taking it serious. I'm locked in. I'm going box.
Uh, Probably 2020. 2020 is I right. 2020 is the year I came back into boxing.
Mm-hmm.
But right before I came back into boxing, like I told you, I was just out doing a lot of stuff. My mom yelling at me and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to always find myself wanting to run, shadow box, all that.
Right.
So I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, it's time for me to get back in the gym. I gotta do something. And then ever since then, I've been with Keith Cologne, me
Mm-hmm.
and him been we chopped it up, blah blah blah. We got together. Ever since then I've been working out, training, and it's just every day it's been more and more that I'm learning and learning. And I just re fell in love back with the sport. So it's like,
Right.
damn, I just
Right.
missed it. That was it.
Yeah, nah, that's dope, man. You just got a love for the sport. You found something that you took a liking to, and it worked for you. And I'm glad you're sticking with it because we're gonna be supporting this whole journey, man. But I see you mentioned, I noticed you mentioned Keith Cologne, and I had the opportunity to interview him right before he was pro as well, and it's very similar with you. And I think he was ranked like number one, and I think you were number two.
Yeah,
Ranked
yeah. He
number
was
two amateur. I mean, what was that like? Because y'all kicking ass, man. You don't just wake up and you number one or number two at anything. So,
yeah.
tell me what that journey was like as an amateur for you.
As an amateur, it was good. I mean, I used to looking back at it, or
Mhm.
now that since I just had my first pro fight,
Right.
that I ain't gonna lie, it feels a lot better getting that one day to regenerate.
Right.
I was like, yo, when you fight in the nationals or any tournament, and you
Right.
gotta reweigh in, work out, lose the weight, reweigh in, all that other stuff.
Hmm.
I about to say it gets to you,
Right.
but now I'm about to say it felt a lot better when in the professional game now.
Oh, you get a chance to get that day. You get that day to
Yeah.
snap back to it.
Yeah, it felt great. I ain't gonna hold you.
Right,
I
right,
was like, damn, this how it
right,
feel?
right, right. Man, that's interesting. We gonna get to that too. But so how would you say, at what point, because you're an amateur, I know you, like I said, I seen you ranked ain't like I said, number two. So you don't just wake up and you're number two. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Tell me about a significant point in the amateurs. Like, what was one of your greatest moments there that let you
All right.
know you was pro ready?
2023. 2023 is
Talk to
when, yeah, that was when I just went to the finals. I went to the finals into the nationals, and I fought all 5 days. I fought all 5 days. So it was, and we went through hell. So I was
me.
like,
What was
damn.
that like? Take us through it. Talk to us.
Uh, like I told you, it was what we started. You start nationals every day on a Monday. You start fighting on a Monday.
Hmm.
So going on Monday, we got an easy dub. Tuesday, Tuesday, that was when it started getting tougher. We had fought like a tougher opponent. It was tough. It was a tough win. I had to dig deep to get through that. Uh,
Hmm.
Third day, same thing. Fourth day, the same thing. The last day I was about to say the last day was the championship. It was a close call. I was about to say it was a split. I lost split decision 3-2,
Hmm.
but that fight really could have went either way.
Right.
And to be honest, the kid that I fought, that day that he had a bye day. So I know I was about to say probably a little fresher than me.
Right.
He
Right.
was a little
Right.
fresher than me. I can tell you that. And that
Right.
mean I'm about to say in that day, I was about to say that right there, versus all that competition, all that hard competition in that week.
Hmm.
I know for a fact I was like, oh yeah, if I could do this, and especially with the break that I also had, if I could do this in a short amount of time, only being back for 3 years,
Right.
I know for a fact I could go into the pro game, especially when I take it real, real serious. I know for a
Hmm.
fact I could dominate in the pro game.
Right. Man, that's a good attitude to have. And the reason why, I always ask fighters about that amateur run because I like to highlight how you got to where you got to. A lot of times as fight fans, we overlook the work that's put in as an amateur and we kind of push it by the way. Oh, that was amateur. Now y'all it's real work that has to be put in preparation to getting yourself to be a professional. And like
Yeah.
look what you just said. You had to fight, what'd you say, 5 days in a row,
Yep.
back to back to back. You now just think about what you're saying. Think about how professional you get months to train for one person and you fight in, then you take a
Exactly.
break. You talking about fighting back to back to back to back 5 days in a row. And I just don't think people, understand the work that's put in as amateurs as well. It's kind of, underappreciated. And I just wanted to highlight that, man. I think that's dope, man. Shows your work ethic for sure. So
Yeah, my fault. But it's like, you feel me? My fault to add on to that. It's like I said, it's you're not just versing anybody over there.
right.
You versing the top competition. So it's like that. You feel me? If I'm running through guys over there, getting to the number two spot,
Mhm.
then I was about to say, yeah, I think I'm more than ready for the pros.
Right, right. So, how has it been, being able to, link up with another professional like a Keith Cologne, and y'all coming from, you know, this Jersey area, man, being able to push, man, you out there working in the Ironbound gym, right?
Yeah, that's a North.
Right.
Uh,
Talk to
it's
me, man. What kind of work, man, you getting out there?
I'm getting great work. I got my man's. I got Big Keith. Big Keith. He set up everything. I about to
Shout out
say,
to Big Keith.
yeah. Shout out to Big Keith. He set up everything for me. So, uh, all I about to say, I get the best work. I really get. I about to say I've been sparring pros since I was an amateur, since the
Right.
beginning of since when I came back. I've been sparring pros. So
Right.
yeah, I
How
was about to
important
say
is that? Tell us how important is that for you, like, as a young, inexperienced fighter, as an amateur, to be in the ring amongst professionals that are, top tier guys. How
it,
important is that for you, for your development?
they definitely give you a whole nother point of view. They already give you that professional point of view. When you step in the ring, it's a lot, that it is different levels, different things that you gotta it's a lot different from the amateurs. So
Mm-hmm.
from a fact, like I said, when I remember I said it in somebody else's interview.
Mm-hmm.
I sparred Richard Hitchens. He told me before in the ring. I'll never forget this, only due to the fact it was only due to the fact that it is true, or now that I see what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me you throw away. He said you just throw away a lot of punches. Every punch I make, or every punch I throw, I make it count. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
all right. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
And and that was probably like a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I'm a little bit more, a lot more experienced, or I gain more from that, gain more
Right.
knowledge from that. I see what he's talking about.
Right. Right. Quality over quantity, pretty much what he's saying. Teaching you efficiency versus just being busy. I like Hitchens, man. Smart guy, smart dude for sure. So I'm hearing you, speaking about the difference between the amateurs and the pros. Now that you've been able to make that leap, make that jump, I've seen somebody ask the question, what was the biggest transition for you from amateur to the pro?
Uh, it really wasn't. It really wasn't. I feel like it really wasn't a big transition. It wasn't really
Mm-hmm.
nothing. Cause to me, or for everybody, anybody that I sparred or worked with, they told me, or everybody already told me, I have a pro style already.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like people say that a lot, but
Yeah.
I always fought at my own pace.
Right.
If I had to pick it up, I would. But I was about to say, if you're gonna try to box me, I fight at my own pace all day, and I'll beat you easy.
Right.
So
Right. I,
yeah,
I think that'd be the case for a lot of fighters. You know what I mean? Having a more pro ready style, and listen, being a great amateur is amazing. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes that's not the book for everybody. And guys like you know what I mean? You were able to understand that the people around you was able to understand that you already had a style ready for the pro. So, like you saying, it's interesting that your transition wasn't too difficult. What's your biggest preparation? I mean, the difference in preparation for an amateur fight to the pros? Because remember, I heard you say something about getting that extra day. So, what's the
yeah.
biggest difference in preparation?
Exactly what I was about to say. It really is just that. I was about to say, just knowing the fact that you got to make the weight for one day, and
Mhm.
in the amateurs you got to make the day. Well, if you got the nationals, you got to make the weight every single day. But
Right,
you just got to make the weight one day, and then that's it. That right there is just everything.
right.
That right there is just everything. That's like I was about to say. That's all the motivation you need. So
Mhm.
for a fact, as soon as you're done weighing in, that you get to eat. I was about to say you get to do whatever you want for that day. You get to rehydrate your body, and you get to go in there a lot stronger.
Right.
You don't got to worry about you don't got to worry about how you eat, or well, you do got to worry about how you eat, but I'm saying you don't got to worry about you don't got to limit yourself.
Right, right, right. That's dope. Dope. What I was gonna ask you. So now you done made this transition as a pro, man. Tell me about it, man. I like the corny stuff, man. The outfits, man. How you put the outfit together, the ring walk, man. How did it feel to finally, make that walk, man, as a professional? Get
It
your
was,
name called.
it was crazy. It was
I,
crazy.
I see you just got this smile, like you just it's so much going on in your head. You just happy to get your career started. I like the way
Yeah,
you man.
yeah, it really is. It's been crazy.
Mhm.
And I really can't wait for the next one. But it's making the walkway, making the
Mhm.
walkthrough on the way to your pro debut. It's
Nervous,
like,
nerves,
yeah, I
right?
was about to say I was more nervous for that than actually fighting. And I was even nervous during the fight, but
Right.
the walkthrough it was crazy because to remind you, this is all going on before I'm about to walk out. To
Mhm.
remind you, we coming downstairs. We on the way coming downstairs, going through where we about to walk out at. Yo, I hear my name. I hear all the chants. Everybody calling my name. From like, I'm like, yo, and it's loud as hell. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I can't believe this is real. Like, this is really about to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, you're ready, man. I mean, when did it finally like settle down? Once you got up in there, once you climbed them steps?
Yeah, I made that. Yeah, yeah. As soon as I made my way into the ring, I was like, oh yeah, this is like that was like the first step of getting rid of that nervousness. It's getting rid of that walkway stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, I hurried up and walked through that shit.
Yeah.
I tried to get out of there. I
Your
hurried
nerves
up,
had you
walked
going,
through
huh?
it.
You like, oh, what's going on? The lights, man, and people calling you like, oh, this is all right, this
Yeah, you see
happened.
number
Yeah,
cameras in
man.
your face, all that. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn.
get used to it, man, because the Jersey support theirs, man, support their own. That's just the beginning. So I
Yeah,
think you
that's a
got a
fact.
lot more of that to be prepared for. So, talk to me a little bit about like having amateurs. You not being able to pick who you fight, and then you don't get that amount of time, these months, these weeks to train for that one person. What kind of advantage is that for you? Being able to focus on that one guy, just solely him, before
Yeah,
you fight him.
that's great. Especially I was about to say, especially we train a lot. Like we don't train for just honestly, we really don't train for just one person. Train for we train for like it's gonna be like a world championship fight. We train
Right.
every day. So it really I was about to say it's really nothing new or it's nothing crazy, but like training for one, I was about to say either way we I about to say our training shit is crazy. Our training regimen is crazy. I'm not saying it like as in like it puts me they put me through hell because I'm already my body's already accustomed to it. But it's more as a due to the fact as if it's like we train a lot and we train a lot and we get ready. We do more as if the damn. I ain't even gonna lie. I totally forgot the question because I was thinking about something else.
Yeah,
I ain't even
it's
gonna
all
hold you.
good. Hey, that happened to me too. It's all good.
I was thinking about something else because somebody just
I was
accidentally walked
asking
in my
about the
way.
training, like, what kind of advantage is it for you to be able to just focus on one guy as opposed to, fighting 5 days in a row where you don't have the luxury of being able to lock in on just that one guy.
Yeah, but yeah, oh yeah, that's yeah, but yeah, we don't really train for just one guy. We train for the next like 10 guys. To be
That's
honest,
interesting. It's interesting. You don't train for one guy, you train for the next 10.
yeah, because I'm
Elaborate
about to
on
say
that.
we already know that, to be honest that
Mhm.
everybody that we about to fight we got to run through. So it's
Right.
like we training for whatever's next.
Right. That's interesting, man. So, all right, man. So take us through the fight, man. All right, because we heard about the nerves with the ring walk, people screaming the name, and you get in there, man. Tell us, what was that experience in this pro debut that you made?
Uh, man. My fault. I was reading the comments. Yo,
Nah,
it's so
it's all
funny.
good.
It's so funny because I'm reading the comments right now because I just know after the fact, Keith is probably watching this, so I know he gonna get on my ass. He just told me before I got on. He said, "Don't be stuttering and shit." So I already know
Man,
how
look,
that's about to
you
go.
over here with family, you all good. It's all good. They know it's all good. It's all love. So what was it like, man? That first round, man. The bell ring, man. How you feeling?
The first round, I treated it like a normal fight.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I was about to say as soon as I just knew he was scared from the beginning.
Mm.
So I'm like, I just try to feel him out, uh, see what he was gonna throw whenever I fainted,
Mm-hmm.
just whatever. And yeah, I was like, as soon as I seen him, as soon as he wasn't throwing nothing, I just seen every punch that he threw was scared, like he was hoping to hit me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh yeah, it's over.
Oh, you picked up on it immediately that his energy wasn't right. He ain't want to
Yeah,
be in there.
yeah, he was throwing everything. He was throwing everything. He was throwing everything like like he was just scared, like scared for
Mm-hmm.
his life. I was like, I
Mm-hmm.
already know what. If I was gonna let it go to the second, third, fourth, it would have been. I was about to say he would have gained either a lot more confidence and probably would have been trying to, try to walk through me. But that damn sure wasn't happening. I wasn't letting that happen. But
Mm-hmm.
I just know he was as more time as I wasted. He was gonna try to gain more confidence.
Yeah, you
or he was gonna
definitely
feel like I
allow
wasn't
that
gonna get him
shit.
out of there.
Right. Right. So you picked up your victory in your debut, man. What was some of the key things you felt like you did well in the fight, the win?
Patience.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I felt like I waited a good amount of time to pick up on the fact when I knew he was scared, when I knew he was done.
Mm-hmm.
When as soon as I knew he as soon as I hit him with as soon as I got my little combo off or whatever, and he started holding on to me, trying to do all this other shit, I already knew it was over from there.
Right.
Seen as I hit him with the body shot, dropped him the first time. I seen the way he got up. I knew he didn't want to fight no more.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as he came back out after I dropped him the first time, he tried to throw a lazy ass right hand, or I was like, oh yeah,
Right.
and then he covered up instantly. So I
Right.
already knew.
So he basically his ass was food, huh?
Yeah, I
Time to
already knew.
take overtime. Had to get him up out of there.
Yeah, like I said, we know we supposed to go through all these guys.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right.
So we just train. We like I said, we train for the best already.
Right. Right. So I see now you know you want to know 1 KO, man. When I gotta ask, man, I know because you I know you hungry. When you looking, when would you want to get back in there?
Uh, if I could get back in there by next week, I could. But I mean, I would. But
Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact I got something coming up real soon. Uh, and I'm gonna release the information on my
Yeah,
Instagram
yeah, you do
probably
it
within
when
this
you
week.
know when you get it. We gonna lock in. We gonna make sure we support. I'm ready for the journey, man. You want to know? Got the one out the way, but and you at 35.
Yeah, 35, 35, 40. It
35.
be I about to say
You
it
kind
be
of
dependent.
ain't settled in to just one just yet, right?
Yeah,
That's normal. That's normal because it's still early. It's still
yeah.
early.
I was about to say it's more to the fact as if I was about to say that last fight I had to fight at 40 because
Mhm.
because my opponent couldn't make the weight, but
Mm.
it was all good.
Man, already, man. They already having to, deal with that. That's one of the things that's tough for y'all, getting opponents to actually make it to the fight.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably the only hard part.
Right, right. I know that's frustrating because you just want to fight. You done did your part, made the weight, you ready to go. I see that Keith had went through a little bit of that opponent falling out on him last minute stuff. How
Yeah.
frustrating is that for fighters? Just guys not making it to the fight after you don't put in that kind of work.
I was just about to say putting your body through weeks of training, and then when it comes time to the fight, they don't want to show up. I was about to say that make you frustrated. I'll be angry when
Mm-hmm.
when shit like that used to happen to me in the amateurs. I used to be like, bro, like it was a waste of time. Like, come
Right.
on, bro, you could have been let somebody else. We could have been got a replacement.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But it
Right.
is
And
what it is.
where was your first fight at?
My first fight was in Newark.
No. Right. I wanted to make sure because you see me glancing down. I said no. I wanted to be sure because I see a few of y'all obviously from this Jersey area. Newark, y'all bringing life back. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Y'all bringing boxing back to Jersey, man. Y'all really doing it one by one, and it's I'm excited for y'all journeys, man. But how important is it to you for you to build where you from? Like, I remember asking Keith the same question. Y'all from this Jersey area, man. It's starting to be more and more y'all. But what is it? What does it mean to you to be able to put on for your town?
It's everything because my town really don't got we don't really got nobody that's made it far yet. I could say that we don't got nobody that's really made it far yet, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it to the top and then put on. I'm about to say have something for the city to be proud of.
Right. That's dope. You got anybody else? Are you the only boxer in your family?
Uh, I'm the only boxer in my family.
Yeah,
The only
right.
boxer in my family right now. Back
Right.
then, I had an uncle. His name was Freddie Boyan. He used to box, but I about to say he stopped a long time ago. He used to hang with Buddy McGirt and all them.
You got it in your blood. See, it's in there. It's in your blood. Now you about to carry the torch, man. So you part of this. I think this new crop of Jersey talent.
Yeah,
From the Shakurs. You got the Keith. You got the Chance brothers. like it's starting to is really growing. You got your Deja Green putting on. You get what I'm saying? And Keith, you got Jasai, man. Your name is going to be mentioned amongst some really good talent, man. If you just can continue moving the way you're moving, man. So just want to let you know, everybody here, we gonna rock with you. We gonna support you, man. Jersey want to see you win. And again, man, how many times you want to get in the ring this year? Because I know you want to fight.
Yeah. Me estimating, I'm gonna say I want to get in there probably around like I want to get in there around like 8 times.
You want to fight?
Realistically, I don't know how many times that's gonna happen, but you feel me? I want to get in there around like 8, 10. I want to try to get as many fights as possible, but
right.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't have the longest amateur background, right? You didn't stay.
I was about to say I didn't stay active. You could say that. I had a long amateur background because I've been fighting I've been training since I was 6 and fighting since I was 8. So I was about to say I got all the experience. I fought all over, but I was about to say it's just me it's just me being in and out of the sport that would cause me to slow down.
Now that you're here, I mean, you got a good solid team around you. I heard you speaking about Big Keith. How important is that to have a real team, behind you that not only believes in you but knows what they're doing?
It's everything. Because I'm about to say this is my career. This is my career, and I know a person that I know him. He not gonna get me. He not gonna let me just go do anything or go get ripped off or something. He not gonna let me do none of that. I'm about to say he look out for me with everything I do.
Right.
And I'm about to say you can't ask for nothing better than that.
Right. See, that's priceless, man. And I ask that question often to fighters too, because I know you go as far as your team to a degree too. Yeah, you the talent, but you also need that team that understand the ins and outs, as well as believing in you and instilling the right things in you, man, making sure that you stay locked in. So I see that you said you kind of, in and out, but you found your love again for the sport. So what can we expect from Jasai moving forward? Is you fully locked in, or is you like, because I know you ain't playing boxing. I know you ain't playing.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm fully locked in. It's I find this sport number fun now. I find this sport number fun. It's I'm about to say you're just gonna see a lot of fights, a lot of exciting fights too. I'm about to say every time I fight, I feel like I'm either the most exciting fight or you feel me, or I just know I'm excited myself. But yeah, I'm about to say you're gonna see a lot of fights and you're gonna see the best talent out of me. The best of me.
Speaking of being exciting, man, how would you describe your style to the people? Like, everybody has, maybe they model their style after somebody, maybe not. I mean, how would you describe your style?
I just answered this question yesterday. Literally what I just said. I feel like I'm excited. That's exactly how I'm about to say it. Everybody say they do, they do everything,
Right.
I know I could do everything.
Hey, talk that talk. If you do everything, you do everything, man.
Yeah, I'm about to say I know I do everything, but I'm about to say this. I'm about to say I make my fights exciting, or I don't make them. I know they're exciting. It's like I don't try to go in there to be an exciting fighter. I actually go in there to fight.
Right.
I think that's what I just was. They just happen to be exciting.
Right. Okay. I'll say this. Would you rather box for 12 rounds, or are you trying to hurt something? You know what I mean? There you go. As you know what I mean? As you trying to box, figure it out, pick your shots, or are you trying to get in there and break something, man?
Hey, it'd be like, shit. Like my last fight, I ain't gonna lie, I was trying to box because that's my first fight, especially without headgear. That's my first fight. So I was just trying to box. But if I got to, trust me, once I get a little bit more comfortable too, I'm gonna try to break. I'm gonna try to break everything. But I was about to say, don't get me wrong. My boxing is, I box more than I try to break something. It's just I know how it is. I just know how it is. How it is. It's a lot more. It's a lot more. Punches are a lot more effective in the pros than the amateurs. So
Right.
I know it's gonna be. If I get the opportunity or if the opportunity presents itself, I'm gonna have to break them.
Right. Yeah, I heard that, and Josiah gonna have to break you, man. So I wanted to ask, as a professional, was it any difference now? You fight no headgear. I know a lot of guys mention that, feel a little different. Maybe your opponent didn't present that kind of issue.
I'm about to say, I'm not gonna hold you. He did. He hit me once. He hit me. He hit me once, and I was about to say, I finally. I'm glad that he did hit me, so I won't have to feel that feel a shot later on in my career and not be used to it. I'd rather get used to it, or feel what it feel like, get the lick of it. You feel me? And then I was about to say, he hit me one time. He hit me that one time. I'm like, oh yeah, I can see. I can see how this shit feel now. 8-ounce gloves, no headgear.
Right.
Not gonna say it hurt, but I'm saying it didn't hurt. It was just like it was just a shocker to me. Like that was the first time that you feel me fighting with 8-ounce gloves, no headgear.
See, yeah. I always ask that question because I notice everybody experience is different, but a lot of y'all do say that, the speed is a little bit different. You gotta be a little bit sharper, faster, smarter. You get what I'm saying? You make this much of a mistake. That's the difference between getting hit and not getting hit. So
yeah, I was about to say for a fact, that's what I also mean too. For a fact, if you do get hit the right way, I can tell you right now with 8-ounce gloves, you are gonna get hurt. You are gonna get hurt.
You're gonna feel it. So I know it's very early in your career, but boxing is full of hurdles, obstacles, and all types of challenges on every level. Amateurs, pros, as kids coming up. What if any was some of the biggest challenges you had to deal with so far in your early career?
In my early career, I'll say the challenges I just had to face was just being focused. I know for a fact I wasn't focused, and I felt like I didn't take it as serious as I could have taken it. But now, I'm about to say a lot has changed. I'm a lot older, a lot wiser. I could say that.
Right.
And I'm about to say I could tell you this is really what I want to do now.
So
but that was I'm about to say it wasn't nothing crazy. No real crazy obstacles. It was just me. It was everything was my fault. Everything that happened in the past, it was due to my fault. So
right. I respect that because that's self accountability, man, and that takes you far, not only in boxing but in life. So it's good to hear that you what, the biggest obstacle is me. You know what I mean? Me not locking in, not focusing. Instead of you, looking for somebody else and saying, man, this was the problem or this person. Now you looked in the mirror and said it was me. So again, I think being real with yourself in that way will always take you far, man. So what's some short-term goals that you have for the sport, man? What's something that you want to accomplish for this year? I don't want to look too far ahead.
Well, like we talked about, get like me being realistic now, get at least 5 fights out the way. 5 fights out the way before the year. Well, hold on, let me think about it. Because the year, I forgot, we're in April right now.
It is possible. Guys, it's possible. Stay busy. Right.
Yeah. I'm about to say it's possible. We most likely gonna be fighting like every month anyway. So
I get it, man. I mean, I understand that you can't control. You can't control. Exactly when you fight, but that's good enough. From you hungry, you want to fight. As often as possible. You want to stay active. You want to. You want to keep growing and getting better.
Yeah, I was just about to say that too.
Right. So, what's a message, man? I don't want to keep you here too long. What's a message that you want to leave for the people, man?
What I would like to say to the people is that it'd be hard sometimes. It'd be hard to get distracted. I mean, it'd be hard to stay focused. Because I'll be in the situation still to this day. It's a lot of distractions out here, but it's one. I'm about to say it's always the more that you keep on telling yourself you gotta do this, do that, and every day, or the next day, you gotta. I'm about to say you gotta just gotta stay focused. I feel like you just gotta stay focused. If you're not focused, then and you're not thinking about the long run, or you're not thinking about the end game, you're gonna end up everything's gonna collapse on you sooner than you think.
Right.
Everything come back to you. Put it like that. Everything do come back to you. So however you work, however much you work on whatever you want to work on, I'm about to say it's gonna pay off.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna show you.
Right. Nah, I rock with that, man. I see your one of your major priorities is focus. And why it stands out to me because you cited it as being one of your issues early on, and that's something you felt like within yourself you had to correct. And I think you dialed in, like you get it. You know, it's like you understand self, weaknesses, strengths. So you know that maybe that was a weakness of yours, not being fully locked in and taking it all the way serious. Now that you have, you getting a taste of what that does for you, being with the right people, having a good team around you, having somebody that's going to help push like a brother. You know what I'm saying? And I think
that's literally what Ironbound is. I'm about to say it's literally. Every day I go to the gym, it's just a reminder of like you see kids how you used to be. Like I'm about to say you see kids and it remind you of yourself how you used to be. How you can be like I'm about to say nobody wanna, you know how you got that one kid that say he don't wanna put in the work, but he got potential. I'm about to say I see stuff like that every day in the gym, and it's like I'm like, damn man, this is what I really used to be like, and it's like, damn, you can only imagine now if that kid locked in all the way, how nice he really could be, where he could be at, or where he could go. That's literally what Ironbound is like to me. It's like it's I'm about to say it's just a reminder of where I could be.
Right. That's dope. That's dope, man. I want to go pull up on Ironbound, man. I gotta come catch that work for real.
We got a lot of talent in there. It's a lot of talent, and then like I said, we ran by the best. We ran by my man's Keith. So it's like
shout out to Big Keith, man.
Good I'm about to say it's we ran by the best. So you only gonna see nothing, but you gonna be like, damn, this how these kids getting down. We about to go out. We about to as soon as I get off of here, I'm about to go up there and train, and we about to train outside today because it's nice, you know.
Right.
And it's nothing but I'm about to say it's nothing but little kids.
And I'll end with this, right? 3 to 5 years, right? And I know you I might, make you think a little bit. From 3 to 5 years, where does Jasai Kirkpatrick see himself at?
3 to 5 years, I should be. If not, I should be definitely in the top ranks. Like, you know, I'm not saying I'm saying, and I meant by not if world champion or something.
Right.
Then I would be in the top ranks for sure. For sure.
Right. You heard it, man. For sure, man. Speak it into existence, man. You're gonna put the work in. You got the foundation. You got the team behind you, the work ethic, the main thing, the focus, and you're gonna keep winning, man. Future world champion on the way, man. Listen, I appreciate you coming up here to build. Man, don't be a stranger when you next fight you get an announcement. Feel free to come up here and let us know where you fight, and we're gonna make sure we support you. But before you jump off, let the people know your social media so they know where to follow you at.
My social media is Jasai.Kirk. How you spell it is JASAI .KIRK.
Right, man.
All social medias is Jasai.Kirk.
So y'all heard it, man, from the future world champion itself. And no, I'll have you know, I don't just say that over here. I just believe in people. I support them. I said this to a couple of people, and we got a couple of world champions. David Green is one of them. Brian Norman is one of them. So, Shakur, by the time I talked to him, he was already a world champion kicking ass. But y'all on your way. You, Keith, Big Keith, I appreciate all y'all, man. Shout out to that whole Ironbound, man. Just keep doing your thing, and we're gonna keep rocking with you.
Appreciate you, man.
For sure. Man, so y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. That was the future world champion, because we putting that into existence. Jasai Kirkpatrick, man. Wanted to come up here and build with the young champ in the making, man, and give him his just due, man. I hope y'all, tap in and make sure y'all go follow his career, follow his journey. Shout out to Big Keith, like I said, and we got another guest coming to join us as well, about to get his career started too. So let me shoot him a text, man. All right, we're gonna keep building. Shout out to everybody in the building. Lisa, the Queen, Shayla, my guy Thomas Hill, R. Stokes, CJ. What's good, family? How all y'all feeling, man? Cash Sports, my guy. Mike Bay in the building. Stretched Out Boxing. William Old School, my brother. How y'all all feeling, man? Appreciate y'all rocking out. And shout out to the homie D1 in the Cash App, always supporting the grind. My dog. He said, salutations, my bro. Always saluting and showing love. Shout out to my homie D1. Shout out to the homie, man. Appreciate you. But yeah, man, we got another guest coming up here to build with us on this Good Friday. And you know, shout out to Jersey. I keep shouting out Key for a reason, man, because he understand why I'm here, man. You a talent. If you putting on, you from Jersey, we rocking with you. You know, we rocking with boxing, period. But you out here, I definitely you know, want to do my do. Okay, got Jam in the back, and I don't want to. Man, how you feeling? Nims.
Nim.
I don't want to mess your name up, man. So, how you feeling? First things first, man.
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm all good, man. I'm KB, man. I want to welcome you to Jusdueboxing, man. Let the people know, you know, introduce yourself. Let the people know what we got in the building.
My name is Muadh Abdus-Salaam, but around Newark, around Jersey, everybody call me Nim. Know me as Nim Salam. You know, Instagram _Nim3.
Right. Okay, man. And you from that Newark area, man. Again, man. Yeah, listen. It's a lot. It's a lot of talent starting to come up out of there, man. So we're gonna start from the top, though, man. You know, what was it like growing up in Newark? We know it's tough. Not everybody can hack it.
Yeah, Newark is a different place. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot of distractions. No, whether it's friends, people outside, the school systems, anything. You know, it's a lot of distractions. Growing up in Newark, you don't know what's going to happen on any given day, any given night. So, you know, I was blessed enough to have a father that was able to keep me on track and still making right decisions in me. So, you know, I was able to stay focused.
How important was that to have that, you know, father figure to keep you focused, locked in, especially with, you know, up in a rough neighborhood?
Yeah, I mean, having that father figure, you know, I had a lot of friends who didn't have that father figure. So, like, I see where they at now. I see where I'm at. I see what I could have been, where I could have been at. So, like, having my pops, like, I owe him a lot.
Nah, that's real, man. I like to hear it. Y'all backstories to me as fighters is always interesting. Y'all introduction to boxing is always intrigues me. So I gotta ask you, like I asked Jasai, man, as a youngin coming up, were you an athletic kid? Was you into stuff? Was you a bad kid, or was you know, sports?
Sports are all the way. Like my whole family, we sports heavy. Like I played football, went to college for football, boxing. I played baseball, ran track. I wrestled in high school. So like my life was surrounded by sports in school.
Right. So you did a little bit of everything. That's interesting. So I always have to ask, because the most obvious difference from any of these sports, like I just said to Jasai a minute ago, you know, boxing is the only sport that you can play. The rest of these sports, you go out, play, and really have fun playing them. But y'all go have fun playing something that you know you can play. So explain that to me. You know, why boxing?
So growing up, my father like, yo, y'all got me and my older brother. He like, yeah, y'all got siblings. Like, y'all growing up in Newark, y'all gotta be able to. If I'm not around, y'all gotta be able to protect them. So we just started going to the gym. I was about 3 years old. My older brother was like 7.
Wow, 3.
The gym was in Dewdrop Boxing Gym, one of the most notorious gyms in Jersey. And just being around it was a lot of talent out of Dewdrop. So just seeing that, growing up, being around that, traveling, going to ringside, going to Golden Glove tournaments as a kid, I'm like, I want to do this. I'm walking around fights at 5, 6 years old, my hands wrapped, telling everybody my name Mike Tyson. I got bout number 91. So I've been like loving boxing. Like I just fell in love with it.
Damn, early 3, man. That's dope, man. That's really dope. You running around hands wrapped talking about you, Mike. It's funny you said that, because that's one of the major reasons why I love boxing the way I do. I grew up being a Mike Tyson fan, bro. So that's kind of dope. Yeah. So I heard you you mentioned Ironbound and the talent and the different talent that you grew up being able to watch. How did that help you? Did it motivate you more to really want to box?
Oh yeah, it was Dewdrop Boxing Gym, but yeah,
Dewdrop. Okay, it's called Dewdrop, right?
yeah.
Dewdrop. Okay.
You had people like Dion Richardson, Sean Richardson, Al Lawrence, John Thompson, Rashad Bogart, Wanzel Ellison. So like watching them growing up, I'm just like, nah, this is dope. I'm at their fights, I'm at the amateur fights, they pro fights, just watching these style and watching how a lot of people like going to tournaments, seeing Danny Garcia not wanting to fight somebody, or Saddam Ali not trying to fight somebody from Dewdrop. I'm just like, oh nah, this is fire. Like this is something I want to do.
Now they got you. Now we got Nims on the way, man. So tell me, at what point did you lock in? How old were you when you fully locked in? It was like, boxing is something I'm gonna do. The rest of the sports, nah, we boxing.
So it's my story a little different than a lot of people.
Talk to me. That's what
we in a fight. We fighting by 9-10 years old, right? But I'm still splitting my time between football and boxing.
Interesting.
So football season there, I'm in football, but I'm still in the gym on my days off. We still doing a little shadow boxing, a little mid work. We're still hitting the bag. So when the season's over, we transition back over into boxing shit. So I did that. I would say up until I was about 16. My last fight was in the JOs. Did that up until about 16. My pops like, yo, you got to go to school. He was telling me this from like 11 years old. You got to go to school. Me and my brother, I'm like, my backup plan is boxing. If football don't work, boxing is my backup plan. If boxing don't work, football is my backup. He's like, nah, bro. Like, people get injured. You got it's a life after sports. What you going to do then? So I'm like, all right. So at 16, I had to make that decision. Like, if I'm going to go to school, I got to make sure it's being paid for.
Right.
So I dived in. I just stuck with football for a little bit. The plan and the was always to come back to boxing though. So like boxing is always going to be there. Go to school, get the degree. So at 16, I made that decision. Like, I'm gonna be playing linebacker in college. I can't be walking around 140. So
yeah, right.
Got recruited. I was on a Division I scholarship at Dell State. Got my bachelor's, and then once I graduated with the bachelor's, I was like, I'm gonna go back and get the master's. But while I'm doing that, I'm gonna be preparing myself just to get back into fighting shit. So for them 2 years, I was grinding, running every day. I made my own gym inside my garage that I had down in Delaware. So I was just grinding, chopping at it every day. So
man, talk about that.
Came home that next week. We came home. Keith Cologne fought that Saturday. That Monday, I was in the gym.
Man,
got it rolling.
Just putting in the work, man. So was it a difficult balance between the two? Because you had to be committed, bro. You say you turned garage into a gym.
Yeah.
Like that's dedication, bro. That's dedication, man. How hard was that for you to try to make something out of nothing? Because that's what that is. That you making something out of nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it wasn't too hard because, like I said before, that was always the plan to come back to boxing. So I'm telling everybody, like, yo, football over. Yo, it's time for me to turn pro. Right. Everybody like, you sure? Like, yeah. Right. Like, this is something that I always wanted my whole life. So, like, when it was time for me to get my apartment in my crib down in Delaware, called my pops, yo, I need a bag. I got a double in. I put pull-up bar in the joint. I got a dip rack. Gets you the bag. We got a little construction background, so I break everything up together myself. Got it
go. Man, I love that. I love the backstory. That's that grind, man. That's why I love talking to the fighters, man. A lot of times people want to ask you about, who you want to fight, and I love the backstory. I love the grind and how you got here, man. And that's humble beginnings, turning your garage into a damn gym to, I mean, to make sure that the work is still being put in, man. So talk to me about your amateur background as a fighter.
My amateur background is a little extensive, I done won the silver gloves, fought in the silver gloves. I done been to the junior golden gloves multiple times. I done went to the Adidas national tournament, won that. I done been to the Adidas Cup up in Canada, won that. Like I said, my last fight was in the Junior Olympics. I went there, got all the way to the finals and the nationals, got the silver. There was some political stuff going on, but
trust me, I know. I know I'll go.
After winning the silver gloves, I was ranked number 1 in the country. After the fight in the JOs, I was number 3 in the country. That year, I think Lorenzo Simpson truck was number 1 at the time, and I was number 3 in that weight class, 165.
Right.
Yeah.
So you ain't no stranger to kicking some. You know what I'm saying? You're no stranger to kicking some. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Love to hear it, man. So you said you had extensive. So what was a standout moment for you as an amateur? Like, did you have a aha moment? Like, yo, I'm ready to be a pro, or you get what I'm saying? At what point did you realize you was ready to try to make this transition to be a pro?
My pops. So when I won the silver gloves, I'm like, all right, yeah, we're good, we rolling. But he made sure, like, he put me in every position to where I was at a deficit, so that he could test me and know, like, all right, is he ready? Is he really ready? He put me in there. We in Dewdrop boxing gym is known for being 120 degrees in there.
Wow.
So I'm in the ring elevated. So it may be like 125 because the heat rise, 130. So I'm 13 years old. He got me in there rumbling with pros, 13 rounds straight.
Man,
nose
13
bleeding.
rounds.
Nah, bro, keep going.
That's work. That's real work. So, shout out to your pops, man. Shout out to your pops, man. So you said pops seen it in you and knew that you was ready. But what point did you have yourself where you felt like it wasn't something like, pops letting you know? Did it reassure you, or like did you have a moment in the ring where you was like, man, ready to ready to turn pro?
I mean, just after that junior Olympic run, and then it was football, taking that time away, I'm like, I got to get back to fighting. I got to get back to fighting. Because I knew, like, I'm just watching people from the amateurs that I done beat. I done been in the gym with, where I know I'm better than. I'm just watching it on TV. I'm like, all right. So I was sitting on the couch when Tank fought Hector Garcia. And I'm like, I'm tired of this. Text my little brother. He in school. I'm in school. He in school. I text him. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm tired of sitting on the couch just watching it go by. You're like, yo, bro, get up and go do it.
Right.
And then from there, I knew, like, all that work, everything I've been through in the past, I'm like, ain't no sense for me to go back to the amateurs. Just jump for the pros. I already got the name. I already got the experience, the grind, the will, the grit. Just go for it.
Right. Man, that's dope. You sound confident. And what I like about what you said is you got tired of seeing other people do it. But it's not like you sat around feeling sorry. You got motivated. You talked to somebody, you probably was frustrated, like, man, you seeing people do shit that that you could be doing as well. And I'm glad that it kind of lit that fire, because now we get to see the birth of another. I like to put this in existence, future world champion, man. So with your extensive amateur career, right now you at this stage where you're ready to transition, and I seen the flyer. You got a pro debut coming up, right?
Yeah, June 21st at the
June 21st. Talk to us about that, man. How excited are you, man? Talk to us about your pro debut, man. What could we expect from them?
What you could expect is fireworks. Fireworks for the world to finally see who Nim really is. Put that talent on display. And they don't pay for overtime.
Know what that mean? Y'all know what that mean, y'all. Ain't coming for play. No overtime. So if you get him hurt, he getting him gone. June 21st, man. I'm excited to see you get your career started. I'm glad I'm able to have a conversation with you before it gets started, so I could follow the journey, man. Over here, we just like to support the fighter. We like to see you, see the grind, hear the backstory, hear the come up. And you gonna have some people that's really gonna rock with you, man. Gotta ask you how I asked your side too. What does it mean for you to be able to put on for Jersey? Like, it's some talent coming up out of here now, and you about to be part of that. Coming from North, you already know you got the Shakur Stevensons, you got Keith Cologne out there doing this thing, and we got them coming up, man. What does that mean to you to be able to put on for Jersey?
It's everything. I want to be that example, to let everybody know, let the youngins know, yo, you can do it. It's not hard. It's hard, but it's doable. It's possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nook made me. I love Nook to death. The good, the bad, the ugly. So I just want to be that example. And like, yo, you can go to school, you get that degree. You could turn pro boxing. You could go play a Division I football. You could You could do that. Like, it's cool to go to school. It's cool to get good grades. It's cool to have the GPAs. It's cool to be on TV playing sports. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure that I'm being that example for them. So like, it's everything for me. It's a lot more meaning to me than a lot of others, you know.
Right. That's real, man. I love it, man. I love hearing the different answers, but overall, y'all just want to win. You want to put on. You want to do it the right way. I think that alone is going to take you far. Like you said, you're motivated, you hungry, you got the right people around you. What it sound like? How important is that team, that foundation, man? Your support system, getting you to that next level.
Everything. My pops, he there every day.
Right.
He my trainer, so you know he in there. He be locked in every day. So
your pops is your trainer.
Yeah. Right. So my little brother, he graduates soon. He'll be back in the gym soon. So just him coming home on visits, he watching me in the gym. He picking up on stuff. Yo, why you doing this? Yo, why you doing that? Yo, this right here, this, and that. So having that strong background, being in the gym with Lil Keith, like just the energy feed off of each other. We bouncing back and forth. Right. So like it's everything. It keep you motivated, keep you hungry, keep you chasing something. You don't get too complacent when you got a good team around you.
Right. And what weight class you gonna be fighting at? So I see somebody ask.
I'm be fighting at 147 in the welterweight division.
Welterweight 147. Y'all got another one, man. You got another one, man. You in a very, you know, I guess you could say historic division to a degree, man. Yeah. You excited to be making your entrance, your debut on the scene in boxing, man, because you where the smoke is at. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, 147 starting to heat back up, man. You see the Boots Ennises of the world is out there, the Brian Normans, you know. Like I said, now we got names, man. What does that mean to you to be able to compete in this weight class where it's a lot of talent before you, man? Now you get to cement yourself.
Yeah, I mean, that right there keep you chasing, keep you want to be better. Like you can't be complacent here. Like I had a interview with the newspaper about a week ago. Like this is one of the only sports where like you really don't play boxing. Like I've been a part of winning programs in football, been a part of losing programs. You got people that can take a day off. I don't feel like it today, coach. I sub them out. Ain't no subbing out in that ring. So like with the talent that's there at 147, it's like I always got something I want to be. I always got something I want to be better than. And then plus I want to be better than myself. Like I follow this philosophy of going 1-0 every day. If I went 0-1 that day, I lost the day.
You know I like that. Say that again.
Go 1-0 every day. Take it day by day.
I like that, man. I do. I like that way of thinking. 1-0 every day. Said bring back 47. So yeah, that's just somebody just said it. So it's this is why I know it's early, and I don't want you to get ahead of yourself or jump the gun. But all I want to know is them about to bring the life that we need back to 147. Because like I said, it had fizzled down for a minute. That we got the Boots and a couple of guys up there bringing the beat back, but you get to do this. We get to see this from the start. What could we be? What could we look forward to, man, when you stepping in that ring? Come June 21st. Excitement.
The whole time from start to finish. High octane.
Yeah. How would you describe your style to the people? Is it anybody you feel like you fight, or have you modeled your fighting style from anybody? Did you take some from this one or that one? Or are you just like, this is me? What you see is all me?
I mean, people always compared me to Sean Porter. Like, yo, he got the Sean Porter style.
Yeah.
Like, he's a dog. He a bully. He keep coming. Yeah. But I also mix it up with defense, boxing, being sharp. So more of a Sean Porter with a Boots and Bud kind of style to it. You know what I mean?
Man, say that again for the people, man. That's a hell of a combination, man.
Sean Porter with the Boots and Bud kind of combination. Defense, boxing, IQ. But I'm gonna come get you. It's gonna be bully ball the whole time.
Man, that's got me excited to see it, man. Like I ain't gonna lie. I talked to a number of fighters. That's an interesting combination of fighters to put together, and they all unique with their different skill sets and talents. So to see you or to even hear that it's a fighter out there such as yourself that could be a combination of the three, Hey man, I'm sold, and you ain't even had to sell it to me. Yeah, I'm sold, and you ain't had to sell it to me. Go and make sure I do my homework. Got to make sure I'm always trying to look. So if it's any way I could, get some footage or some tape this where I can watch you, I'm all for it, bro. I want to make sure that you got a genuine supporter, somebody that's trying to really support this journey all the way through, man. So I want you to, keep grinding, man. But before I do let you go, I don't want to keep you too long. What's some of your biggest influences in the sport?
I would say Floyd for sure. I grew up on Floyd. That's who I grew up watching, Floyd. Then I go to Bernard Hopkins, just what he been through, his grind. Sweet Pea, his defense is impeccable. Right. And then I'm a boxing fan, like I'm a boxing connoisseur, so like it's a lot of fighters that just keep my eyes, or I'm just watching daily, all the time. Like, I might just be at work and just pull up some old Adrian Broner highlights, watch Adrian Broner, or I'll just watch some Tank stuff, or like I'll go Boots, Bud, Earl Spence. So like I'm just more of a boxing connoisseur, so like.
Do you watch the current day guys of today? You watch it because I hear you saying the names. Reading I ask a lot of guys, they don't watch boxing.
I watch boxing.
They don't watch like the new guys. They don't watch the new guys. They watch all the old guys. They like I don't really watch guys that come up with me or the new guy. They go back and watch the fighters of yesteryear. So I think that's dope that you studying current, and I'm pretty sure you watching some of those old guys as well.
I mean, at times change though, like styles change. That's with anything. So everything gonna change at some way. You gotta know the flow, gotta know what's going on. So like boxing today, technology, resources is a lot different than in the 90s and the early 2000s. So you gotta always stay up on what's the current trend is, but you still can go back and tap into the roots.
Right. And you yourself being a young fighter, how old are you now?
26.
26. You being a young fighter and coming into the game, man. What would you say is the biggest obstacle that you had to deal with thus far? Biggest challenge?
Patience.
Like
I
was saying, if I asked you that, because it seemed like, did you say that or did Jasai say that? So you got to pardon me, because I think I asked him that too, and you said patience.
Patience, just grinding every day, knowing where I was at, knowing what I could be, knowing what. Taking that time off, going to play football, taking that time off to go get my degree, go to school. Like I was just chopping at the bit every day. Look at my chops. Yo, it's time for me to get back. Even though I'm watching it, I'm in the gym. I'll come home. I'm shadow boxing. I'll hit the pads. I'll hit the bag. I'm watching sparring. I'm picking my pop's brain, or because he's still training while I'm in school. While I'm watching boxing, listening to this person talk, that person talk, getting insight. I'm like, I know I could do this. So like just that patience.
Yeah. So I wasn't bugging. Yeah, I did. You and Jasai both said that. That's how I know it's real. It's really important. Patience is everything, and more than just boxing. But I'm glad that you have an understanding for that and a handle on it already. So what? How many times would you want to see yourself in the ring this year?
4 to 5 times.
4 to 5 times. You want to stay active. We got another young, hungry lion that want to fight, bro. And what's a message that you would like to leave for the fans and any new supporters that you're going to get from here?
Just keep grinding. Whatever it is, stay patient, keep grinding. Everybody's journey is their journey. Make yours. Don't try to mount up and measure yourself to anybody. Just whatever happens to you is happening for you. So, and if you can't stay motivated, stay consistent.
Oh, man. I love it, man. You're going places. I appreciate your time, man. Make sure you let the people know your social media so they know where to follow you at.
You can follow me on Instagram at _NIM3, _NIM, and then the number 3.
And lastly, 3 to 5 year plan. Where is NIMS at in 3 to 5 years in the sport of boxing?
3 to 5 years. I try to take it day by day. So I take it day by day. I grind it day by day. But my vision, where I want to be 3 to 5 years, I want to make the Prudential Center mine. You know what I mean? So I want Jersey to be
talk to him.
I want to be headlining. I want to be on one of these promotion companies, and I'm just rolling. Just keep putting on. Keep doing what I'm doing.
I can't wait to be able to see. Well, hold on. I gotta look at your flyer. Where is the fight at? Is it at the? It's not at the Prudential though.
It's at the Prudential.
It is. Oh, you might see your boy there. I love going to the Prudential, man. That's a hop, skip, and a jump, man. So I look forward to it. That's nothing for me to make sure I come there, try to support and see you step on something, man, and get your career started, man. I listen, I'm excited for the talent that's coming out of that's coming out of Jersey in general, man. Y'all got some real talent. I'm glad that a lot of y'all guys know each other. So it's like,
we came up together.
It's a culture, man. Y'all building something dope. I love it. I love it. Shout out to them. Shout out to you. Shout out to Jasai, Keith, Big Keith, the whole Jersey, man. Newark. Y'all just keep putting on. Like I said, June 21st. That's something that I think I can do for sure. And I want to make that my business to get there and make sure I see you fight. I've been there to Keith. I got to make sure I get to see Jasai. And I'm going to make sure I see you fight as well, man. So just know you got our full support. We rocking with you, man. And just keep grinding, man. We here. We here. And when you get something, after you go get this dub, come talk to us, man. Come tell us all about it, bro. Yeah. Appreciate your time, Chad.
Appreciate you.
Much love, man. Hey, stay safe and you just keep winning, bro. Keep being great.
You as well, man. Love.
Appreciate you. So yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. I just didn't want to make sure I kept him too long, man, but I love his energy, love the insight, love the way he answered the questions, man. We just here to support. And shout out to them, shout out to Jasai, Big Keith, man. If you're listening, shout out to you, homie. Shout out to you, man. Much love, man. Jersey got some real talent, some dope guys coming up, man. I'm just here for the ride. He sold me, man. He said, Sean Porter, a little mix of bud and boots. I said, man, you sold it to me without even selling it. I'm interested. I'm sold, man. Just want to see him win. Jersey is outside. Shout out to anybody that pulled up, that's rocking with them and Jasai. Y'all family over here, man. Appreciate everybody rocking out. We're going to chop it up just for a bit more before we get out of here, man. Just briefly, ain't going to take too much time. It's Friday. I want y'all to go enjoy y'all Friday. Appreciate y'all, taking the time to rock out with me. But again, big salute to Jasai and them for coming up here to build. Both guys getting their careers started. Talented bunch, man. Jersey is really putting on in a big way. Newark just keep producing more and more talent. And these guys, they're staying locked in and focused. And I think it's gonna go well for these dudes. A lot of talent. Got the Manny Chance and Manuel Chance, Rajan Chance. You got the Shadeja Greens of the world, man. I think Khalil Cole, another Jersey guy. It's a lot of talent out this way, man. And I'm here for all of it. I'm supporting all of them. You get me? So big shout out to everybody pulling up, rocking out. Make sure y'all sub to the channel, smash the like button, make sure y'all notifications on, and we gonna keep building. But we're gonna run through this real quickly because I don't want to spend too much time on it. I want to leave this space for them, for the two fellas, man. But just quick update, man. Y'all already seen it. July 12th, like we got action. We got action. NYC, we got action. And another North product, product of North. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson about to kick some ass. July 12th. You know what I mean? I can't wait till they release the rest of the details. We're going to talk about this more in another live as well, y'all. But I'm going to leave this time for the champs, man. Zepeda and Shakur is on. Y'all see it. Checkmate. Youngin got Youngin bag right now. He ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? Butcher was good with it. Shout out to Saxophone. Man J. I don't want to say your name wrong. Appreciate you pulling up. Armani. Shout out to you. Tria. Shout out to you. I don't want to. Pardon me if I'm mispronouncing anybody's names. I don't want to butcher your name. Turn me up. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Much love to everybody. Nasir said the get back is very important. Let's go, Nimski. Yes, sir. Putting in that work. Ramir, shout out to you, fam. Eat Stew. Hornets, man. Smoochie, what's going on? Yeah, Golden Gloves, man. Oldie. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man. Man, I really appreciate them coming up here. I love their energy, man. I love the energy from the youngins. But Yeah, man. We got a fight on the way. Andre, what it do? Stoppage intent for core. Thank Father, what it do? Getting dealt with. Yeah, I think so too, Dank. I think he gonna treat him like he did Valdez. I'm loving Jersey. I'm loving North. I'm loving the talent. Yo, keep putting on. I'm supporting, man. I can't wait to see these dudes continue their journeys, man. Two young future world champions with a lot of good energy and the right head on their shoulders. They got good teams around them, and they hungry. They want to fight. They want to win. They want to be great. They all want to put on for Jersey in a big way. You heard them. He say he want to make the Prudential Center his. Like, I love that. I love that kind of talk, man. And he got a fight coming up. So his journey gets started June 21st, and we're going to make sure we support that. Got him. You know what I mean? You got to piece him up next gen. You got to beat his ass. Core got to kick his ass. But I'm going to leave this one. I'm going to cut this one short. I'm not going to go as long as I normally do, man. I want y'all to enjoy y'all Friday. Again, shout out to the fellas for coming up here to build. Shout out to y'all for coming out to rock out with me. Ramon, what it do? Yeah. Yeah, nah, he beat him up. It was a lesson, Dank. It was a lesson. If you listen to Valdez explain the fight, it'll tell you everything you need to know. But again, shout out to everybody pulling up on this Good Friday. Much love to y'all, man. And we'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna build on this boxing, man. We're gonna have us a nice long stream, and we're gonna build on everything that's going on. So y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of this Friday, man. Much love to the family. Peace to the champs. And I'll see all y'all tomorrow. Peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see him jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdueboxing shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Jusdueboxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Jusdueboxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because